Hi guys, so today I'll be talking about why I believe that free speech should be controlled within a democratic society. This is not to say that I believe all free speech should be controlled or that most free speech should be controlled. I just believe that there are certain circumstances where free speech is just not necessary to always have, and there should be a control on what specifically we say and how we say it. So my first point I would like to talk about is Criminal C-46, which is a law that states in the country of Canada, a democratic society, everyone whom by communicating statements in any public place incites hatred against any identifiable group where such incitement is likely to lead to a breach of the peace is guilty of an indictable offense and is liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or an offense punishable on summary convocation. Basically, this just leads to the fact that free speech is not always free speech in democratic societies already, and I believe that this helps control people just hating and mental health going up. It's just a bad thing. It's just not, we don't need people to incite harmful words onto someone else or go after an identifiable group. That's just not necessary, in my opinion. Second point I would like to talk about is a study that was done in another democratic society, the United States of America, so Canada's neighboring country. And the study was done on social media and fake news. And it found that 67% of people surveyed found that fake news causes a great level of confusion. And 10% of people surveyed openly admitted to spreading fake news on social media. Now, I believe that this is a huge slippery slope, and I just believe that if 67% of people know that fake news is causing so much confusion and 10% are admitting to spreading fake news, I do believe that governments should be able to control and mandate and take control of this dangerous situation, because fake news isn't something to mess around with. The third point I would like to cover is covering also social media, just extending based on what I was saying earlier. So social media companies are private companies. They have their own guidelines. They have their own restrictions within posting and creating content on their businesses, on their platforms. So a lot of the times this gets misconstrued as, let's say you post something that is flagged as fake news or hateful or whatever the case is, where you're breaching their guidelines, it will be deleted. This is often misconstrued as a breach of free speech. Well, it's not a free speech. You are entering a private company. That it's the same thing as if you entered a store and you broke their guidelines within the store and you were asked to leave the store. It is the same thing. Social media networks are a private company who have guidelines of their own. So they are completely allowed to do so and kick you out. Or not kick you out, but kick you out of the, block your account or restrict you from making any other content. That is completely legal. That's something that I think is I completely support. It's not anything, every company, they're a private company, they're completely allowed to make their own rules on their own. So that'll be everything that I've covered today. Overall, I just believe free speech is a touchy subject, and I do not believe that free speech is as clear as all free speech is good and all free speech is bad. I do believe that there is a middle ground, and I do believe some free speech should be controlled in order for the betterment of society. Thank you for listening.